Let's break down how to beat Demon Beast Canyon in Lost Ark. Demon Beast Canyon is the first Abyss dungeon in Tier 1 endgame and is forced to 4 players only. The gear score requirement is 340, but it doesn't hurt to be a bit higher than that to make the fights easier. This is an easier entry into Abyss dungeons and has no instant party wipe mechanics. The first boss is called Corrupted Vazuela and is basically a giant walking meat sack. The basic attacks are pretty straightforward, but there's one that catches people out. Vazuela will leap into the air and have a red area where he's going to land, so avoid that like all the other red areas, but right afterwards the inverse area around the boss becomes the danger zone. So let the boss land, then jump in towards the boss to avoid the second slam. This move constantly kills new players, so keep an eye out. Mechanics-wise, occasionally a player will get a crosshair over their head. This means you are going to be the target of Vazuela's Blood Spit degen, which lands at the target player and leaves a damaging ground degen effect behind. You need to move away from the fight to the edge of the map to place the degen down away from the boss. If you have the target and just sit on the boss still, the ground degen will be placed where the fight is happening and will hurt your teammates that are trying to damage the boss. So if you get the target, place the degen away from the fight. The ground degens will also be cleared when the boss is staggered, so this will reset the arena until more crosshairs are given out. After that, you'll move towards the second boss, Hideous Scarkril. This boss is quick and has lots of teleports and slashing attacks. There's no single move as independently damaging as the previous boss's Big Slam though. For Scarkril's mechanics, occasionally he will put the arena into darkness. You can just keep hitting the boss at this point, and that's what new players do because at this point they still may not realize Abyss dungeon bosses have mechanics. But the boss teleports onto players and takes reduced damage during the darkness phase. Keep in mind these bosses have timers until they go berserk, meaning they will get enraged and be much harder to fight. So getting this boss out of the darkness phase is very helpful, even though not technically required. The reason for teleporting onto players directly is that during the darkness phase, 4 orbs will spawn around the edge of the arena. You need to stand next to these orbs and let the boss teleport to you and spin attack. As soon as he teleports, you dash away because he will spin attack, hit the orb, and cause it to explode. Then you will move to the next orb, stand near it, let the boss teleport to you, then run away. Thankfully, you can actually do this mechanic solo if the rest of your team is just chasing the boss. Just stand near the orbs and eventually he will teleport onto you. But it goes much faster, of course, if everyone is standing at an orb. After all 4 orbs are cleared, the boss will be staggered for a DPS burst window, then the normal fight resumes. And that's it. Massive thanks to my community member and friend Turtle for providing the footage of this dungeon. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time.